Hello, the Mitch here, and this is my short little behind the scenes, if you will, of my mini short film, The Scare 2. So starting off in this first scene here, it basically continues off from the events of the first short film, video, whatever you want to call it. It starts off from part one, The Scare 1, from the events of that. And you can see me panning around and whatnot. And I make sure that I try my very best to make this as consistent as possible, add as many details and whatnot as possible. I try to think of everything that I can. I even left the lamp on from part one when the lamp was on. This is that next morning. I've been in the closet the entire time. My character, anyway, has been in the closet the entire time. Oh, and here's another little interesting detail. Right as you can see me panning across the room with the camera, if you see on the bed, there's something on the bed. And if you look closely, it's actually my glasses. I accidentally left my glasses in the shot. I left it in the scene. I was like, oh, I already shot the scene now, so I might as well just leave it. Because I'm not reshooting this entire scene over, so I just left it. So now you can see my glasses in the middle of the scene on the bed for some reason. Yeah, that's what that was. So then after my character has panned around, he's peeking out of the closet. Then shortly after that, he hears a noise. He hears some footsteps coming up. And he's like, oh no, that's him. He's coming. And then he just quickly just goes back into the closet. Just in case anybody was wondering, that is also me. The one that the sound of the footsteps, that was actually me as well.
What time is it? What time is it?
To do that, I just had some big boots, namely these big old rusty Timberland boots. And I put those on, and I basically recorded myself stomping as I'm going up the stairs. It's like really hard, just because the noise had to carry, and just simply walking up the stairs couldn't do it. So I had to stomp really loud with some heavy shoes to really create that footsteps that you can hear somebody's coming. Oh my God, to build up the tension, So how I did it was I only have a phone. I don't have a computer to really professionally put all this together in a professional editing way or anything like that. I don't have an editor as a person editing for me. It's just me, and I just only have a phone, just like always, just like years since I began this, So what I did was I just recorded a clip of that. I put the phone on the window frame, and I just recorded it as I went up the stairs so it can really hear me starting from down the stairs all the way up to the stairs. And I used that clip and I inserted into the video from my mobile phone, video editor. Right, so I'm back in the closet. I'm all scared and afraid. It's presumed that he is here. He is in this same room, and he's about to come and get me, but I'm trying to hide. I'm trying to stay quiet, but I'm not doing the best job because I'm terrified out of my mind. But I know that it's super dark in here. I can't see anything. Can't even see my own hand in front of my face. So I turn on the light from the camera, and got a little jump scare there. But it's just my jacket. It's just a jacket from the closet, and I just get a little sigh of relief there. But mind you, this is the part I wanted to show you guys. As you can see here, this is the closet. Look at this. This is what the closet looks like on the inside. It's absolutely a mess. It's just years and years worth of just like all my old stuff, and I have not cleaned this closet out yet. And so this is what I had to deal with when I went into the closet. It's not like I could just walk in. So basically, I had to just it wasn't easy, but I had to try to get in on just like basically sat on top of all of that pile of junk, and it wasn't comfortable, mind you. It was not comfortable, but I sat on it and I had to close the door, and it wasn't easy. And it was like this from the part one as well. So yeah, not easy at all to get in, and it wasn't easy as I was in that closet. I was very uncomfortable the entire time. So after that, and then boom, out comes Ghostface. And that right there, that gave me that scare, that jump, that Ghostface that you just saw, that was me. Just kidding. It wasn't me. It wasn't anyone. It wasn't a human. It was actually just a prop. It was just a prop that I had based from those old, you know, those old foam heads for the wigs, the wig stands. It was one of those. So basically, we had this very old wig stand for many, many years. Yeah, when I said old, I was not exaggerating. Look at this thing. It is many, 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 many years old. I think I was a little boy when when a family member of ours got this. So basically, this is Ghostface. Basically, I took this thing and I put the mask over it. And it wasn't very easy to fit because this thing is very small. It's smaller than, like, I feel like it's smaller than like a normal average, well, an average female human head. But it's because it's really, really small, and the mask is a lot bigger than that. And so it just looked weird a little bit. So, I mean, I had to tie it from the back just to keep it on there. But it wasn't really filling out the face too much. So I was kind of struggling with that a bit. But I tried to make this work as good as I could. You know, because that's the only thing I had in mind. But I already had this idea to use this old wig stand from ever since shortly after part one. Actually, I had that in mind then. I remembered that we had this old thing, and I was like, oh, that's perfect for maybe a part two, when maybe I can do a jump scare where he jumps out from behind something. And I had that in my head. I already had that idea from all the way back then. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I admit it wasn't the easiest trying to get that to work, because again, it's all just me. So I'm in this closet, as you can see, that junky closet, in a very uncomfortable position as it is. Camera in one hand, the phone camera in one hand, and the other hand I got the prop, and I had to have it behind the giant jacket that you see. So just put this in perspective. I got the phone in my right hand. We're facing the same direction. I have the phone in my right hand, and I have that prop in my left hand behind the jacket, and I'm trying to make it jump out in a realistic sort of way, to where it seems like it's a person that's jumping out, rather than just, oh, this don't look kind of right, this don't move kind of right, or it just doesn't move kind of natural. I'm trying to make it move natural enough so they wouldn't suspect, oh, is that a prop or something like that. I try my best, you know. So it took a few tries on that, and the roar that you hear, oh my god, the noise that you hear, that was actually me as well. I actually don't remember how I did that. Did I cover my mouth with my hand, or did I actually have the mask on and just yelled that way? I think I did that. I think that's what I did. It was just me yelling, and then I inserted that in a video as well. And then after the jump scare, and that's when I do the scream. I think it took me a few tries to get the scream right, the kind of scream that I wanted. And so I was experimenting around with that as well. So, and then after that, you can hear the rustling around. That's me that's my character still in the closet. We're tussling, so it's assumed that we're both having a struggle. There's a struggle going on right now, and the character is fighting for his life, you know, and it's meant to still have that hype moment kind of built up, you know what I mean? And then there's that transition where from the darkness, it pans from outside of the closet. So we're now outside of the closet and panning out slowly. And you can still hear that rustling, tussling around, even from outside of the closet. That's another little interesting detail. To do that, I actually had my phone on the outside of the closet. As a matter of fact, you can see there's the little computer monitor there. Basically, I had it on that little desk there, right at the end. And I was making as loud noise as I could from actually inside of the closet. So I had the phone recording on the desk, and I went back into the closet, and I'm trying to make as much bang noise and tussling around that I could. And I just used that audio from that separate clip, and I inserted it into the main video, as you can hear. So with all of these sound effects is also me as well. And then as it just about ends here, that's when you can hear you can still just basically hear the faint scream. You can still hear a little scream a little bit, but I made it fade out, so you can't hear it very much anymore. Now it's just because the music is going up now. So that's the swap between the sounds of me, what's going on from the actual video, to just the music, from just the background music. And that's where the background music take complete control now. And so now that's where the video ends. Oh, and a little bit, you can see a little thing right there on top of the computer monitor before it ends. Shout out to my best friend, Jasmine. That is my little tiger slime from Slime Rancher. Tiger slime? Yeah, it's my little tiger slime from Slime Rancher. My best friend, Jazz, gifted it to me for my birthday. Aw, shout out to my best friend. I love you. I love you very much. And that is it. That is the end. That is where the Scare 2 ends, presumably. We don't know what happened. It's not explained exactly what happened, if the character died or what's going on. That's presumably the end. And for this year, 2025, there will not be a Scare 3. And I don't have any official plans as of yet for a Scare 3. I just wanted to announce that. But I mean, who knows? I wanted to leave it open to interpretation for the viewer, like they tend to do in these scary films and whatnot. Just to leave the door a little bit creaked open, because you never know in the future. You know what I mean? So when I made this little series, it's just like a trope of all of the scary sort of films, and it's the kind of goofiness of it sometimes. And they're always it's like the dumb characters that are just kind of like a moron, and they just go straight to where the danger is, and they go, oh, and then they just kind of, it's kind of like a parody on that, whereas you can really, if you go back to part 1 and watch that again, you can kind of see that. Especially the part where I stumble and fall and I go, oh, gee willikers, or something like that. Did I say? Gee willikers. Yeah, it's just a little, it's just meant to be a little little parrot. It's just me doing a little tease to the, to that sort of thing. So, but I really liked how it went, in the first part, in the Scare 1. So, I definitely wanted to have the Scare 2, because I definitely had a whole idea of how I could do it mapped out in my head. I had it all mapped out in my head for that whole year. So I was like, that this next Halloween, I can actually do that. I got the stuff. I can do a part 2, and hopefully it does good. I don't think that those I don't think either one of them got very much views, at least not on YouTube, but it's also on TikTok as well. And I think it did a lot better on TikTok. At least the Scare 2 did. So I'm going to leave the links of all of the available links of where it's available in the description. But yeah, that's about it. That's all I can really think of. If there's anything else that I've missed, I'm definitely going to add that in the description or mention it where I can. But yeah, I want to know what you guys think about this. Think about this little project. It took a lot, it really took a lot because again, I don't have any equipment. I'm not working with anything except just my phone and a hardcore determination. You know what I mean? So I really want to know if you guys enjoy it, what you think about it. And yeah, a like is appreciated very much. I just want to know what you guys think about this. And if you enjoy things like that, maybe I can keep the idea open for maybe some new things, I really enjoy acting. That's one of my all-time biggest dreams is to act, and so that's why I do like little things like that because I really enjoy them so much. And so anybody who supports me from these personal projects, like these ones are my original created my own projects, rather than my other content is just reuse other stuff. These sort of things are my own original creation. And so anybody who supports that's what means the most to me personally, so I mean that with all my heart. So thank you guys so much for anybody who does support me with this project. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this. And yeah, happy Halloween, and see you guys in the next one. Hello, I am Lindsay Lohan. Okay, let me start over.